Hello my crafty friends and welcome back to another card making video. Today I'm playing with the monthly Glimmer Kit by Spellbinders. You get a couple of designs of hearts to foil as well as lots of dies to cut out tiny little leaves and flowers as well as lots of sentiments. Now, in the beginning, I didn't have a plan of exactly what I want to do with my card design, so I started by foiling both of the hearts that I got, one on pink cardstock and one on white cardstock, just so that I can see how they look. And since I'm doing the foiling, I'm also going to add all the sentiments, so I have a bunch of them ready to go for other cards as well. I'm placing everything on my glimmer machine and I always use some masking tape to keep all of these things together so that they don't move while I run them through my die cutting machine. Now the first one is ready and before I peel it off I'm placing the pink one on the machine so it gets warm while I'm peeling off the first run, and as I'm peeling off the foiling I will see that the hard foiling didn't go well. It was a fail up at the top. That masking tape that I keep everything together can work as a hinge, so if you don't do good foiling then you can repeat the process. However, I couldn't do that because you can see I did remove everything from the paper and I either have to throw it away, which I'm not, or I'm going to be smart and cover up the mistakes. So here is the pink heart, so you can see how beautiful it is. In the beginning I was thinking of going with this design for my card, but instead I'm going with the failed one, just so that you can see that it's not difficult to manipulate our design somehow to cover up mistakes and no one will ever know. So I did use the matching die that cuts out those beautiful heart designs, and I'm also cutting out all the sentiments, which I'm thankful that they did foil perfectly, so I have a bunch of them ready to go for even more cards. And I'll start by putting the card together. I did cut out this pink panel using one of my die sets by Spellbinder that I have for years. Probably about 10 years ago I did buy this set, but I absolutely love those curves. It makes every card look so romantic. Anyway, I am going to place that on top of my card base, that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I popped my foiled card on top. Now I have 3 tips for covering up mistakes and boo-boos. The first one is to use flowers. Tiny little flowers and leaves like these ones can make little compositions in different areas on top of your card that will enhance the design, but at the same time they are going to cover up completely your mistakes. And that's what I did here. By the way, the dies for cutting out those leaves and the tiny flowers were included in the Glimmer Kit. My second tip for covering up boo-boos is to use little gems, sequins and pearls. I use all of these usually when I have smudges, which is something that happens on my cards more times than I want to admit. And finally, my third tip for covering up is to use a cutout sentiment, bigger or smaller depending on the fail you want to cover. Here I'm finishing up by adding some little Nouveau drops. I think they add always a whimsical touch on any card. And I'm going to call this card done, clean and simple and very easy to put together, as well as recreate if you want to create multiples of that one. I hope that you had fun today, that you got inspired. Don't forget to click the like button and leave me a comment down below. Thank you all so much for joining me and I'll see you all next time.